focused on the funding side and the last 15 years of NTEN. What did we do with that initial funding that we received 15 years ago? How did we get to be here today? It was a really interesting group of people. There was only maybe 40 or 50 folks in the room, and yet in that group we had people who had, been at the original meetings founding NTEN. We had people that have been those circuit riders for the last 30 years, people that were brand new to the community, board members now, board members from the beginning, and there were a couple different names that kept coming up of people that had really we're just accepting it. It's happening. A few different names that kept coming up as influencing people, really encouraging them. And David told the story of the first time he and I met, which I didn't even know that David Krumloff's first NTC. Many of you are already BFFs with David, and if you're not, prepare yourself. He is going to force his BFF-ness upon you, and you will be better for it. Apparently, at his very first NTC, which was the one in Atlanta, which I'm sure Shani was at as well, he came to his very first session of the conference, and the first person that he sat down next to was me, which, great for both of us, because both of us would talk to a wall. I mean, we will talk to anyone, and yet fate put us next to each other. So we were close friends immediately, and that was the first conference where I met in person Bob, who I had been connected to online, knew about his work, deeply embedded in the physical, local, geographic communities within Michigan, but really trying to create models for resilience, for community organizing that could be reused everywhere. So I want to bring David up to accept on behalf of Bob. Nancy's a board member, so she, of course, is obligated to give me tissue. You have to stand near me because I don't think you're holding a mic.
Thanks, Amy. It's really hard to lose your best friend of 42 years. We were more than friends. We lived together, started and ran several businesses, and there were so many times we didn't even have to speak. We just knew what the other person was thinking. But Bob was a true Renaissance man. That man could do anything he wanted to do, and he chose to put his skills to work to help our local community and the bigger nonprofit community with all his technology skills. He was a big fan of NTEN. I brought him to Minneapolis last year. We really shouldn't have done it. He was so sad that he just had to come to one more NTC. And to me, I don't know what more you would need for inspiration.
Exactly.
You're on your deathbed, and you drag yourself to Minneapolis in a blizzard. I don't know. What's that out of it? Anyway, Bob would totally love this. I know he loved all of you people. He